Are we live? Oh, that was such a pain. I don't know if we're live or not even. I think we are. I think we're live. I can't tell because I'm a moron. Ugh. It says 0 viewers, so I might just be talking to myself right now. I'm going to check if this is going up. Are we live? It says live. I don't know how to tell. So I'm going to act like we're live. Oh, we're live. People are watching. I can see. I think a bunch of people were in the other live stream. Yep, we're on. We're live. Oh my word, guys. I am so bad at live streams. It's not even funny. It's really not funny. It's just sad is what it is. I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing it on the computer for the first time, and I haven't done it on the computer before. All right, here's the live stream. We live. Yes. Yes, you thought I died. I thought I died too. Oh, here we are. What's up, everyone? Emily. Oh, this is great. All right, here we are. We're back. Whew, I'm just gonna take like a big sigh, like just a big breath of relief. So I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been like 2 weeks now, and I was like killing it on the daily grind. I was like every single day, and then all of a sudden I just like go off the grid, and I'm not on Instagram or really Snapchat. I'm definitely not posting. Oh, it did not go well. Oh, Mike. It's Mike. Mike's in the house. Oh, that puts me in such a good mood. I'm trying to decide if I need my ring light or not. This is the first time I did a YouTube live stream on the computer. I usually do it on my phone. And what happened was I'm about to what happened, oh boy. What the heck? I'm confused. Okay, what happened was I set up the live stream and I had it all set up for 8, and then I'm like getting on to like go, and I've never done one on the computer before, so give me some grace. I don't know really what I'm doing. And then it's talking about how I need a media encoder and all this stuff because it thought I was trying to shoot through a camera, not just through the webcam. And what I needed to do was select quick live, which means it goes through Google Hangouts and stuff like that. And I didn't do that and just went bad. But we're done. We're done. We're live streaming. It's all good. No need to worry anymore. I'm gonna set up my ring light. And I'm going to talk to you guys about where I've been, what's going on, why I've been posting, what the future of my channel is looking like, and I think you guys are going to be excited. So let me get this ring light set up. Ugh. I almost just unplugged my computer and ended. Oh, goodness. Whoa. Whoa. Guys, look at this. That's my ring light plug. Do you think that's okay? I don't think that's okay. I think that's not okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Zach just said I need more light. There we go. Ah, that's a little bit too much light, don't you think? And it's like just on. Oh boy, I think that works. It's not perfect, but I think it works. All right. So, how many people are here? We got some people. Dude, it's been. Oh, I need to read some of his comments. Whew, yes, dude, it has been so long. Oh, my word. This has been very, very long. So I'm going to talk about that now, and I'm struggling. It feels like a friend who hasn't been to school in a while. All right, so let's talk about why I haven't been posting and stuff like that, because that's the main reason why I did this live stream. I just needed something to kind of boost me back into the game, and I felt like a live stream was that something, because live streams always put me in a good mood. So essentially what happened was about a week ago, no, 2 weeks ago, about almost 2 weeks ago, you guys probably know if you keep up my channel, I was doing a lot of daily. I was like I felt like I was keeping up with it. And what's up, Nico? Nico and the Bear, thanks for being here. But I felt like I was keeping up with it. I was doing okay. I missed a day every once in a while, but for the most part, I was doing daily. And even though school started, I was still hitting daily pretty hard. And then I missed a day. Like there was pretty much nothing I could do. I just had to miss a day. And then the very next day as well, I missed a day again. So it's 2 days in a row. And that was the first time in over a month that I had actually missed 2 days in a row of not uploading on YouTube. And I talk about this in a video I've already filmed, but essentially what happens to me when I do something like that, when I miss a couple of days, is if I miss like 2 days or like 1 day even, I get super demotivated and I just say, you know what, I already lost it, forget it all. I'm just going to forget about it. And I mean, there's nothing I can do. I already broke the streak. I'm just going to not even worry about YouTube, which is a terrible, I'm not defending myself. It's a terrible attitude. And I shouldn't have done that, but I did. And I was like, I didn't feel like posting anymore. I had been posting for over a month of daily editing a whole video every single day, filming a whole video every day, trying to do like hyperlapses every single day, and that was mentally exhausting. It was physically fatiguing. It was just tiring overall. I was feeling exhausted and just kind of fed up, and it was just kind of bad. I don't know. I couldn't go anymore. I really just lost steam. It took Casey Neistat 2 years to lose steam. It took me a month of daily, and I lost the steam. So I just needed to take a couple weeks off and sort of just recuperate and everything like that. Emily said, that's how my diet goes. Well, I ate 1 donut, I'm gonna eat 5. That is exactly the same. It's the exact same mindset. I'm on a diet, I eat 1 donut, I'm gonna eat 5. Like, once you mess up a little bit, you just like, I'm gonna completely mess up. So it's something I struggle with, and I wish that hadn't happened, but it did. So after I stopped posting, it's been like a few days, I was like, you know what? I know I'm not gonna be posting for like a while. I could just foresee that I was going to be stuck in this rut of not posting. So what I did is I tried to take advantage of that. I was like, I'm going to try to capitalize on this not posting. So what I did is something I wanted to do for a very long time. Hey, Jonah, what's up, dude? I did something I wanted to do for a very long time, and I have officially now ditched Final Cut Pro, and I've completely switched to Premiere Pro and After Effects. And let me tell you guys, that has been a rough week as far as editing. It was rough. I still haven't completely switched. I can't, I'm sorry, I'm like struggling to like read the comments and talk. I want to read the comments, so. Anyways, what happened was, no, I switched to Premiere Pro and After Effects, and guys, I like it. There's a lot of things you can do in After Effects Premiere that you can't do in Final Cut, but I also hate it. There are things that I know there must be answers to it, but I'm genuinely I've like slammed my desk before. I have looked for so many tutorials on these things, and I just can't figure it out. It is, for me, and I don't think this is just because I'm new at the software, because I've been editing on it for the past like 2 weeks. It is the most inefficient editing software ever. Obviously, there are more, like, you can do more things for it, but like as far as speed editing goes, it is pretty slow. Like, I was struggling, and I know that I'm gonna get faster at it the more I use it, but like, there are specific things. I'm gonna make a video about it, like the struggles of switching from Final Cut to Premiere, and I'm gonna ask you guys, you Premiere users out there, if there are actually solutions to these questions I have. And there are specific things that are just like really bothering me that I'm just so used to relying on for Final Cut. The Final Cut just has, and Premiere doesn't, and it's killing me. So I just need to take a little while off and try to figure it out and try to work through it and just switch to Premiere and After Effects. Now the reason why I'm switching to After Effects and Final Cut, why I'm switching to After Effects and Premiere is actually mostly just for After Effects. I don't think Premiere as a program is actually better than Final Cut Pro, but what Premiere has is something called a dynamic link, and what that means is the dynamic link, since Adobe makes both Premiere and After Effects, those two softwares are linked together. So what makes it super useful is if I have a clip in Premiere, I can open a new composition in After Effects as well. And whatever I edit to the clip in Premiere, whatever I edit to the clip in After Effects, it also does to Premiere, or whatever I edit to Premiere also happens in After Effects. I don't have to import out or export out or anything like that. It just happens to both. It's a dynamic link. But whereas Final Cut Pro, if I wanted to use After Effects with Final Cut Pro, I would have to take a clip from Final Cut Pro, export it out, import it into After Effects, do the changes I want to do, export that out, and then import it back into Final Cut, which is a very big hassle. It just takes way too much time. So I just knew that if I was going to actually start using After Effects seriously, I was going to have to switch to Premiere. So that's kind of my explanation of why I decided to switch to Premiere. After Effects, in my opinion, is a very powerful editing software, even for people who aren't interested in animations and things like that. You can do so much more with it, and I actually have grown to really like After Effects. I don't think the workflow in After Effects is nearly as bad as Premiere, which is weird, because Premiere is supposed to be the one that's easier for workflow, and I almost think that After Effects is better. Like, I don't know. It's just killing me. It's really killing me. Okay, tell us now. We can tell you if there is a solution. I would do that, but the things that I have to, they would be hard to explain over just talking. I kind of need the visual aid. All right, I'm gonna start answering some questions. Started doing a little practice with edits. Hadn't had a lot of time to film and edit every day. They're kind of short but entertaining. That's good, dude. That's really good. Keep editing, keep filming. Honestly, the best way to get good in any software is just using it every day. I've used Final Cut Pro every single day. I've made over 200 videos, I think, editing in Final Cut Pro. And the way that I learned it is just by using it every day. And the more you use the software, the more it becomes natural. So I'm hoping that's what happens with Premiere, because the majority almost seems to rule that Premiere is better. Most people would agree with that. So hopefully my workflow gets better, because to be honest with you guys, if the workflow doesn't get better anytime soon, I want to do daily again, and Premiere is not going to work for daily if the workflow doesn't get better. There's no way I can do this, use Premiere on a daily schedule. So I do know people who do daily and they use Premiere, so it has to be possible. It's just gonna be hard. Wow, that was long. I'm gonna take a sip of Arizona, and then we'll start answering some questions if you guys want to know anything. Good news is my first fully Premiere edited / After Effects edited video is coming out tomorrow. I've put a lot of hours in this video. The edit itself is not that impressive, but because I was learning like every single basic thing in the editing software that I did, I had to watch an entire tutorial on, which was terrible, and I hated it. Oh, I'm dying. All right. That's my explanation, guys. It's pretty weak, not that interesting, but it's what happened. So, yeah. What's it called? This person asked, inspired by Final, said fave show / movie. My favorite show is probably Stranger Things. And guess what, people? Stranger Things Season 2 is coming back very soon. And I'm looking forward to it. October 21st? Something like that. It's around Halloween. Very excited. At least you're alive. Yeah, at least you're alive. Do you have any good transitions in Premiere Pro or After Effects? Oh, I forgot to talk about that. So another big reason why I switched to Premiere and After Effects, mainly After Effects, is because now I can finally create my own transitions, and I am in love with it. It takes forever, but it's great. A big reason why I switched is because I was sick of relying on plugins to do everything in Final Cut Pro. I spent over $200 on plugins for Final Cut Pro, and I kind of regret it, because everything that I got were things that I could have created in After Effects. It's just a pain, because when you're in Final Cut Pro, like for every transition, for every like title or effect, you kind of have to buy a plugin, and that's not okay, and I do not like that at all. So that was a big reason why I actually switched. Now in After Effects and Premiere, I'm making all of my transitions. I'm not getting any plugins, any external presets for After Effects. Every single one of the transitions you guys are going to see in tomorrow's video, I have created from scratch. So, yeah. The other thing is, this person asked, what LUTs do you use? Now, I used to use a LUTs from these people called like IWLTP LUTs or something like that. It was a pack I got online. And the nice thing was, because I switched to After Effects and stuff, now After Effects and Premiere have a far, far superior color grading system. So now I can color grade on my own, and I don't necessarily have to use LUTs anymore, which is good. Do you shoot on a neutral profile style? Asks Graydon No asks, what's up, Graydon? Number one, the homie. No, I actually don't. I shoot auto profiles. I tried to shoot on a flat image profile for a while, and I kind of liked it, but I kind of didn't. For a daily vlog, I don't always feel like trying to color grade every single bit, and when you shoot on a flat profile, you have to color grade it. So I just use auto, and then I just color grade the auto, which isn't necessarily good, but it's what I have to do for daily, because if I shoot on flat profile, I have to color grade every single bit of my vlogs and post. And I don't like doing that. The other thing is I actually really like the auto. I like the colors that Canon automatically shoots. Casey Neistat, for instance, the colors in his videos are really nice. They're pleasing. They look very real, and I like it a lot. So I don't think for a vlog it needs to be manipulated in any way. So I choose to color grade my cinematics, I guess you could say, the edits and the beginnings and sometimes in between stuff. But for the most part, the majority of my vlog, I don't color grade at all, because I like it to look real. Oh, yeah. How do you get video ideas? That's interesting. Well, whenever I get a video idea, I write it down in this book right here. This is like I actually write a bunch of stuff. This is where I plan like big videos. But I also do write video ideas down in here, and it kind of just happens like when I'm watching YouTube or I'm outside, and it just happens sporadically. So whenever you have a video idea, write it down, because it's easy to forget them. And a lot of times those are the best ideas. What mode do you shoot on Canon? I shoot auto, or I shoot manual. Those are the only two I use. Manual if I'm trying to do cinematics, and auto if I'm just vlogging and I don't feel like adjusting the settings. Like adjusting the manual exposure and everything for vlogging is not fun. Like those things, they seem like such a minute little detail that it wouldn't take so long, but when you're vlogging, every little thing like that adds up, and every single bit of time you can cut, you're going to want to cut. Who is your favorite filmmaker? You take a lot of inspiration from Sam Kolder, but who do you think is the most inspirational or most skilled? All right, my favorite filmmaker right now, as far as edits on YouTube, not like movie maker, but like filmmaker, is this guy named J.R. Ollie. If you guys have not seen his work, I am the biggest fan of his work. I like Sam Kolder, but I definitely prefer J.R. Ollie, and I think he's almost on an entirely different level from Sam Kolder. His videos are a little bit different, but he blows my mind. I actually have his videos downloaded on my computer, and I literally go by frame through these videos, just trying to analyze and figure out how he does the things he does. They're literally, every single video he makes is like a work of art, especially the last two he's made. They're incredible, and he's actually a big part of the reason why I decided to switch to After Effects and Premiere and start creating my own transitions and stuff like that. So he is, yeah. Coco just said J.R. Ollie's a beast. He is a beast. I literally love that guy and his videos, and I watch his videos. I can't watch them enough. Like, they're kind of short. They're only like a minute and a half long, but I just watch them over and over and over again. Works of art. J.R. Ollie. J.R. space A-L-L-I. Look him up on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. Yeah. All right. Thoughts on the new iPhone? How do you spell his name? Just said it. Thoughts on the new iPhone? Not a big fan. The 8 seems like it's just kind of like the 7S. It's just not an 8. It's not that different from the 8. The cameras on those things are incredible. If you guys look at the pictures that those are things I've actually taken, they look incredible. They look pretty much better than my camera. That is crazy. The cameras are incredible on those. As far as the iPhone 10, besides the camera, not a big fan actually. I feel like, and I know I am kind of an Apple fanboy to an extent. I do like Apple a lot, but I just think that was the wrong move. It reminds me too much of Samsung. The other thing is that did you guys know that the OLED screens on those things, Samsung actually makes those for the iPhone. So iPhone pays Samsung to make their screens, which is kind of weird. I'm like, is this Apple or is it Samsung? Apple's now starting to rely on Samsung for their phones. Their competitor, they are relying on their competitor for the OLED screen because they can't create the OLED screen fast enough. So I thought that was kind of weird. A little bit weird. Not going to lie. Ugh. What is your dream camera setup? My dream camera setup. I mean, obviously, like an Ari, like an Alexa, that would be nice. But like, realistically for YouTube and stuff like that, probably an A6500 because it's so light and small and compact, and it shoots 120 frames per second, which is something that I like dream of. I want a camera that can shoot 120 frames per second, not to mention the 4K capabilities. So A6500, my friend just got one. I want to use it. Yeah, Andrew, my phone shoots 4K 30 frames per second, but DSLRs have a way sharper image. Yeah, I mean, lots of iPhones do shoot 4K 30 frames per second, which is better than my camera, but all iPhones have a certain look to them when you record on them. I don't know what it is. They just have this certain touch that's like, you're an iPhone. If I look at an iPhone, like if I see footage, I can almost always tell that it's an iPhone. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they're just not as sharp or just not as good for some reason. Yeah. You should check out the Lumix ZS70. It has 120 and 4K. Well, that sounds awesome. But there's also a difference between camera quality and photography skill / eye, for sure, for sure. I mean, obviously, what's most important is the person behind the camera, not the camera itself, for sure. What's your dream G-Tramp? I actually would really like to have a I would like to have a Stratos. Yeah. What lenses do you own, Andrew? I actually own 3 technically, but it's more like 2. I own the kit lens that came with my camera, and then I own a Canon 50mm 1.8, and then I own a Canon 10 to 18mm 5, something like that. I really like the 50mm, and the 10 to 18 is good for vlogging. I really like the wide angle, so it does. The only problem is the aperture is really high, so a lot of times it has to compensate with ISO, and that just doesn't, excuse me, and that makes my videos a lot grainier, which I hate grain, so that's the only problem with that lens. What are your plans for the future? Do you want YouTube full-time or question mark? Do I want to do YouTube full-time or not? You know, YouTube full-time is something that I do if it was an option for me. Right now, it's definitely not an option for me. But if my channel grew and if that was an option, I would definitely consider doing that for a couple years for sure. I wouldn't want to be like a YouTuber full-time forever. I want to do more than just YouTube. But I would definitely want to do filmmaking full-time for a long time, maybe forever. So yeah, YouTube is something that if the option was there, I'd definitely do it full-time, but it's not there right now. So we'll see if that is something that pops up in the future. What is your dream place to travel to? Right now, probably Hawaii, which is super generic, but like it looks so awesome. So probably Hawaii. I'm going back up. Graydon Noel says biggest gimmicks to avoid when editing. So the biggest gimmicks, I do have gimmicks that I definitely avoid when I'm editing. But obviously editing is also very subjective. So what I say is just my personal preference. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying you shouldn't or can't do these things, just things that I personally don't do. The first is I don't like PNG overlays very much, or I mean, not overlays, but well, yeah, overlays essentially. A lot of times people have those transitions where it's like the lens leaks or the lens flares, and it's just very obvious to me that they're fake and they're not real and they don't even look real at all. So that's a gimmick that I definitely avoid. I just don't like the way that looks. Another gimmick I mean, that's actually kind of the main one. Let me think. Oh, another gimmick I like to avoid is when like colors are just so incredibly not accurate to life that it just hurts to look at. For instance, people have taken the Sam Colder teal and orange color grading effect, and they literally make things like neon orange and neon teal, and it's like those are the only 2 colors in the entire like those are the only 2 colors of like you can see, and they're incredibly saturated. I can't stand that. It looks awful in my opinion, and just I would not do that if I were you. But it's also personal preference, so some people might like that thing. But yeah, I don't like when things are just way oversaturated and just way too whack. I don't like that personally. Another gimmick that actually, I don't know. Overuse of zoom transitions. I've used a lot of zoom transitions, so I've definitely been a culprit of this, but an overuse of zoom transitions and using zoom transitions when it's really not applicable to that situation. Definitely don't do that. Yeah, so probably the last gimmick that to avoid. I don't know. I guess those are the main ones. Maybe just transitioning from one clip to I guess just overuse of transitions in general. I personally do use a lot of transitions, so once again, I'm a culprit of this. But I think the less transitions, almost the more professional it looks. When you just overload it with transitions, it doesn't look as good unless those transitions really work. J.R. Ollie uses a transition like every single clip, and it looks dope and it looks awesome. But that's because he's actually creating these transitions from scratch, and because he's making them to fit the actual clips, the actual mood of the video. He's not just like pasting transitions to random clips. He's orchestrating them. They feel more organic. You want your transitions, and I don't do this, I'm still working on this, but you want your transitions to feel organic and to not feel pushed and not to feel uncalled for in that situation. So those are my gimmicks to avoid. Oh, would you come to Costa Rica? Yes. Yes, I would. I'm not planning on it, but I hope to someday. That would be awesome. What camera do I use? Sorry if you already answered this. I haven't answered this in this stream, but the camera I use is a Canon T4i Rebel, so it's pretty old. It's an oldie for sure, but I like it. All right, we're going to keep this going for another few minutes, and then we'll knock it out. For all those people who are asking why I have been posting and stuff like that, I explained that at the beginning of this live stream, so I'm not going to restate why I haven't been posting. Oh, my word. I'm so tired. I'm in now. All right. Dream flip. What's your dream trick on the Stratos? All right. My dream flip. This comes from Snarfunderfoodle. Nice name, by the way. That's kind of funny. I don't know what it means, but it's funny. My dream trick on the Tramp. Okay, just dream flip would be to have, if you guys know who Solo Flow is, his Websters are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. They are a work of art. They are the most artistic flip ever. So a Webster on flat that just looks, I can Webster and I've Webstered on flat and I can do them off of things, but I want them better and I want them like Solo Flow. Yeah. How do you manage keeping your style unique and fresh? Woo, that is a big question. I can't, honestly. A lot of the times my style is not unique or fresh. It's things that have already been done. That's because I'm still in a learning phase. I'm still learning. I have so much to learn. It's almost like depressing how much I feel like I have to learn still. So right now I'm sort of just still mimicking people, and I'm not really trying to create my own style yet. I mean, just by mimicking people, I feel like I have started to create my own style and started to choose like a color palette for my videos and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Right now I'm still trying to learn, and I learn through mimicking other people. So I haven't really nailed down what my style is yet. What software do you use right now? I'm using Premiere and Adobe After Effects. Burning Fiery Bash. I'm such a Final Cut fanboy. I love Final Cut. I really did like Final Cut a lot. It just, I don't know. I just needed to switch to something where I could do a little bit more. You guys like my beatboxing? Where's Tucker? Tucker's downstairs. He's probably sleeping right now. He's been through a rough day, so I'm going to probably just leave him alone today. Mike asks top 5 things you want to do before you die. The top 5 things I want to do before I die is I want to make a movie, a feature film. I have it written down in this notebook, at least the basic ideas, cover art, things like this. This is where the base of the movie is starting, and I have an idea for a movie that I really want to make. I have a title and I have the basic plot. So I want to make a movie. I'm not going to tell you what it's called. That's classified, but I want to make a movie that is in this book. And I want it to be like a feature film, not like a short film, but like a full-on movie. I want to direct it actually. I want to I don't know. Geez, that's a hard question. There's a lot of things. I want to sky. I want to. Excuse me. I can't even think of the word right now. I'm blanking so hard right now. Skydive. Oh, I want to skydive. That is definitely something I want to do. I want to skydive. What else? I want to have a German Shepherd. That's another thing. I want to swim with sharks in a cage, though, not just out in the open, just in a cage. I don't know. Those are like the main ones, I guess. And I just want to leave I want to leave an impression on this world, make a mark. But I think everyone wants to do that to some extent. I feel like people who say that a lot of times, and I'm definitely culprit, people always say they want to leave a mark, but then they never work towards it. And I got stuck in not working towards that for the past 2 weeks. So making a mark is such a hard thing. And it's so hard, and not that many people do it because it is that hard. It's so easy to say, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make a mark on the world. And 99.9% of the people who say that, including myself, don't actually do it. So it just kind of comes down to whoever works the hardest. So it's going to work. Who likes work? I'm starting to hallucinate now. I'm starting to ramble. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Favorite Arizona? Well, right now I'm drinking this Arizona. This is the Arizona Herbal Tonic Energy. So this is the only energy drink they actually sell at my local gas station. Arizona energy drink. It's pretty good. I think this one is not my favorite, but it's up there. I can't choose a favorite. They're all just so good. Do you like skateboarding still, and why did you change from Skeckles to Andrew James? As far as Skeckles to Andrew James, I have a whole video on that. It pretty much just comes down to I thought Andrew James was more than I didn't want to be called Skeckles my entire life. Although, when my sisters, I have 2 older sisters, one's 24 and one is almost 23, and they're both married, so eventually they're going to start having kids, and I'm going to start having nephews and nieces, hopefully. So, when they have nephews and nieces, or when I had nephews and nieces, I've already told my sisters very explicitly that I want to be Uncle Skeckles to my nephews and nieces because I think that would be awesome. So Skeckles, to some extent, will stick around, but I just changed to Andrew James because I thought it was more professional. As far as do I skate, Graydon says, still skate seriously? No, I don't still skate seriously. I do ride my skateboard every single day, but I just have fun with it. My local park is still closed. I have nowhere to practice really, and I just don't like it very much anymore. So that's just the honest, brutal truth. Yeah, I just fell away from it, and to be honest, I was never very, very good at it, and I just didn't enjoy it anymore. So, well, I do enjoy skateboarding. When I say I don't enjoy skateboarding, like I said, I ride my skateboard every single day. I love to cruise, and I just love to mess around on my skateboard. But as far as tricks, it was always just stressful to me. Learning tricks was always very stressful to me. It was pain. Well, it wasn't really a pain, but it was stressful, and I always felt like I wasn't progressing as much as I needed to. And I felt like if I was going to keep progressing on the trajectory that I wanted to, I was going to have to start skating every single day, like all day. And I knew that wasn't possible with learning flips and doing YouTube. So I still skate for fun, but as far as seriously skating, I don't anymore. Ever plan to go to Asia? Yes. Hopefully. I want to go everywhere. Everywhere in the world, I want to go. Mark my words. I don't know if it'll happen, but if I had it my way, it would. I would go to every continent, everywhere I could. Let's get Andrew sponsored by Arizona. It's got to happen. One of these days, it's got to happen. I've been saying it since the second video I ever made. Sponsor me, Arizona, please. I'm your biggest fan. I'm their biggest ad, honestly. I'm not, but I'm the biggest YouTuber who supports them. No, that's not true. Well, it might be. I don't know many YouTubers who really do this. Do a quad front. I can't even trip front, so sure. I'm gonna quad front before I trip front. All right, I'm gonna be ending this pretty soon because I'm getting tired, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Actually, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions since we're almost to 9, so I'm gonna stay on for a little while. But yeah. What's your favorite song right now? My favorite song. Actually, my favorite song, and this is going to make me sound very white, but I am white, so, is the new song from Macklemore's new album. I really like it. It's called Good Old Days, and it's very nostalgic, and it really resonates with me right now. So Good Old Days by Macklemore is my favorite song right now. I might be using it for a video that's coming up in a few weeks that I'm working on. So I'm in the very beginning stages of, so yeah. Graydon Knoll says, what stresses you out the most? That's a good question. Honestly, I'm feeling very stressed right now. So what stresses me out the most is not accomplishing what I want while I'm still young. I'm kind of stressed out about that. I actually have a timer on my phone right now set for 2 years. And I have certain goals in my mind that I want to accomplish in 2 years. So I have it on my phone set to remind me that 2 years is ticking. Every single day counts, and I need to be working towards it. So yeah, I think what stresses me out the most is not accomplishing my goals while I'm still young. I'm 16, guys. I'm getting pretty old. So that's definitely what stresses me out the most. Why are you wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt when you want to get sponsored? That's true. When I want to get sponsored by Arizona, I need to take a Sharpie right now. Just like right Arizona. I'm going to do this. Is that bad? I'm going to get an Arizona tat. I'm going to get Arizona tatted on my chest, actually. No, face tat. I'm going to get 99 cents on a face tat. That would be great. I should do that, honestly. I'm gonna get an Arizona face tat. Yep. What country do you what country that you think what country do I think everyone should go to? America. I think everyone should go to America at some point. I don't know. I think I'm biased because I am American and I've never lived outside of America. But I think America's a good place for the most part. We definitely have our issues like everybody does, but I think America is very different from a lot of the world. I'm not sure if that's true, but it feels like it. So yeah. Don't let it stress you out. Sometimes it's stress that holds us back from moving further faster. Yeah, that's very true. I do think that stressed me out. Yeah, it hits me hard looking back when I was 10 and realizing there's no looking back and the days are counting down to your future. Yeah, Mike, that's actually part of what the movie idea is sort of about. It is stressful. You know, we only have so much time on this earth to do what we want. And I'm never going to be 15 again. I'm never going to be 14 again. I'm never going to be 13 again. You know, you literally only have so much time. So it's important to me to try to take advantage of that time as much as I can. So I just get so angry sometimes at how much, when I look back on my day and I'm like, I wasted all that time, you know? But you have to be optimistic about it. You have to understand that it's like that's kind of part of life and you don't want to be stressed out all the time. But at the same time, you want to be disciplined. And what I'm working towards is trying to discipline myself to really trying to max out the amount of time that I have. Because I have 2 years left until I'm 18. And then I'm an adult and everything kind of changes. So I really want to be disciplined over this next year of working hard towards accomplishing the goals that I want to accomplish. So it's important. It's important to keep that in mind, to keep time in mind. I think some people, I myself, have been culprit of this, of where you just kind of forget about time and you act like everything's normal, and then literally years fly by where you haven't really been working towards these goals that you have in the back of your mind. I think it's really easy for kids and teenagers and stuff like that to think that I'm going to accomplish these goals when I'm out on my own, when I'm independent, when I have that kind of time, when I'm not in school and stuff like that. But I think that's kind of a cop-out to an extent, because in a lot of ways it's harder to find free time when you're an adult. Like when you're a kid is the time to be grinding. If you want to not be grinding in the future, when you don't want to have to work as hard in the future, okay, actually let me rephrase that. If you don't want to have to work as hard in the future, grind now. Get on the daily grind now. Work hard now. And I'm saying this all to you guys but I'm actually saying it to myself because this is what I actually want to do. So I'm saying it like to you guys, but like I'm actually preaching to myself, not really to you guys. I'm like trying to tell myself, like, come on, Andrew, grind now, not in the future. Work hard now, not in the future. But at the same time, it's so hard to work hard and to grind on the work grind, and also enjoy childhood and enjoy life. Like, it's such a hard balance, you know? But I think you can enjoy working hard. Well, you know, I think you can enjoy working hard. I'm tired. I'm not stressed, actually. I'm not that stressed. I'm just like tired now. One thing that I've been doing a lot this week is I've been flipping a lot this week. Like every single day. I haven't flipped this much in a very long time. So I'm excited to show you guys some of the things I've been learning and progressing. Yeah. Yo, this got deep. Yeah, Graydon, it did just get really deep. I'm like, these are literally like therapy sessions for me. I'm like talking to you guys and I'm like trying to tell me stuff to get it together, man. Got to get it together. Plus the weekend's almost over. Didn't that hit you like a truck? It stinks because it's like Friday, you're like, yeah, we have the whole weekend. Saturday, it's like, yeah, but then by the night, you're like, well, I've got Sunday, and then the next day, it's the weekend's over. The weekend's too short. Way too short, you know? Ugh, I hate it. I want more. If you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. Very true. But I think it's really hard to do what you love. I think it's very hard to love something so much that it's never hard to work. I love filmmaking, at least I feel that way, but there are definitely times when I'm like, the last thing I want to do is go out and take a hyperlapse or go film and edit. Or today, I was like, the last thing I want to do is have to deal with a laggy After Effects and actually edit. And I do feel like I love it, but I don't think that makes it always easy, you know? So I think people say do what you love and you don't have to work, but at the same time, I think sometimes everything can be hard and demotivating and stuff like that. If YouTube wasn't a thing, what would your dream and realistic job be? Well, Rory, I don't know, honestly, because that's a hard question, because I want to say filmmaking, but I don't know if I'd ever actually have discovered my passion for filmmaking without YouTube. So it's like, thank you, YouTube. So I don't know, honestly, what I would do if I hadn't had YouTube. I don't know where I would be without YouTube. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to say filmmaking. That's what I'd do without YouTube, but I don't know if I would have actually discovered that I actually liked filmmaking without YouTube. So I don't know. Who knows where I'd be? I'd probably have some lame 9-to-5 desk job, which would stink. Yeah, I listen to motivational videos every day, and I'm super glad it's hitting me now that when I'm later in life realizing you could have done something when you're younger, right? Yeah, motivational speeches. It's helpful. I have listened to some, but I don't listen to them too often, actually. I get more motivated from like listening. I think songs. Favorite animal. My favorite animal, ostrich. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a pet ostrich that you could like ride? Like, how intimidating would that be? Like, you just see this guy coming around the corner on an ostrich with like a gun. I would be intimidated. Let's be real. Who wouldn't be intimidated by an ostrich? A man riding an ostrich. But my favorite animal is probably, I have no clue, honestly. What is my favorite animal? An otter. You know, it's an otter. My favorite animal is definitely an otter. They're just so cool and just happy and just chilling all the time. If you ever go to a zoo and look at the otters, you're like, I want to be an otter because that looks great. Let's all become otters. Otters are definitely the superior species, in my opinion. They're definitely on the top of the food chain, mentally at least. You know, they're definitely killing the game. Why don't you use Premiere Pro? I do now. I kind of hate it, but I'm learning. I did switch to Premiere Pro. I feel like there's an eternal fire that you have for something. Once you get it big enough, the grind becomes enjoyable. Yeah, that's true. I do feel that way. The problem is that I feel like is if you look at like celebrities and successful people, a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, those people always feel like it's not enough. You know, it's kind of weird and interesting to me. It seems like the people that I would look up to, like that guy's got it all. You know, like that man, he has accomplished the goals that I want to accomplish, but they're still not happy. So it's like, why am I even doing this in the first place? You know, but I still think it's important to work towards goals and things like that. But I think it's not, you shouldn't put too much faith into that goal and recognize that it's not the end all be all is that goal and that fire, you know, because I feel like the fire will always burn. You can't really extinguish it. And if you just grow it, it just continues to grow even more. Whew, we're getting so deep. Oh my goodness. So deep. Oh, so okay. Rory asks, do I have any recommendations of photo editing softwares, preferably free? VSCO. VSCO is fire. That is what I use a lot of times when I don't have time to edit in Lightroom. VSCO. 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 What? Oh, who do you think is the most undeserving of fame out of celebrities? I don't want to take away from anybody because I think a lot of times people who are celebrities and people say they don't deserve to be famous. Why are they famous? I think a lot of times those people have worked a lot harder to get to that position than people might realize. So I don't want to take away from the hard work that person might have done or these people might have done that I just don't know about. So I like to give people the benefit of the doubt in that sense. Say hi to your mom. Hi, Mom. You know what's funny? When I was little, I used to call people's moms who weren't my mom's mom on accident when I was like hanging out with my friends. I'd be, thank you, Mom. And then it'd be like the most embarrassing thing ever. Who's done that? Raise of hands. I have. Yeah. Not okay. It was so embarrassing. All right. It's 9:03 now, so I think we're going to be wrapping this up. Okay, last question. How long did it take to get 1K subs, and how did you feel? It took me 5 months on YouTube to get to 1,000 subs. It was very rewarding feeling. It felt very rewarding. I was very happy that it happened. It took forever, but yeah. Very rewarding feeling. 1K is a great number. Oh, all right. This was a good live stream, everybody. So I'm glad everyone who could join joined. Look forward to the video tomorrow. It'll be my first video edited in Premiere and After Effects. Hopefully I'll have new videos up soon. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. I don't want to commit to anything quite yet. Yeah, new videos coming tomorrow. Look forward to that. It's a video that has a good amount of editing in it, and it's got editing in it that I've never had on my channel before at all because it is edited. So look forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are watching right now, please, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And I think that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Bye, Emily. Bye, Gigi. What time will the video go up? It should be up decently early, probably around 12. I'd say 12 to 3 around that time. Turn on post notifications, and then you'll know. There we go. The video is almost sort of done editing. We're almost there. Yep. See you, Coco. Bye, Rory. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Bye, Digital Blast. Okay, one more thing. This is kind of a message to Digital Blast. Aiden, dude, one of your old videos popped up for me today, and you knew a lot more about camera gear than I do, like even back then. But it was crazy how much you've changed, dude. I've changed too, though. Like if you look at my old videos, they're the cringiest things on the internet. But I was like, whoa, you've changed a lot. Wow, that's crazy. But your editing is still better than mine, even 2 years ago. So props to you, man. You're killing it. All right. See you, Mike. See you, Emily. See you, Gigi. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace, Graydon. Peace. Say bye to your mom. Bye, Snart Funderfoodle mom. Bye, Blue Rythen. Bye, brother. Bye, Mike. All right. I'm going to end it now. If my mouse isn't connected, so I'm not going to end it now. Come on, mouse. Let's go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Bye, guys. See you later.